Okay guys, so we've got to the part of our ToK presentation preparation process where we are now going to evaluate the RLSs we have in front of us and make that hard decision. We need to decide which of all these RLSs are our top two contenders to be the central RLS for our presentations. You've already done some of the hard work by ranking them. Let's go over what you did. First, you ranked the RLSs based on your interest in the RLS. Then you ranked the RLS based on its ToK potential. So you asked yourself questions like, to what extent can this RLS be explored from different disciplines or different perspectives? You also asked yourself questions like, to what extent can this RLS be explored using a variety of different ToK concepts? You might have even gone so far as to ask yourself if you could extract any knowledge questions from the RLSs. And based on those results, you again ranked those RLSs. To choose the best of these RLSs, we are going to compare those rankings. So it's best if you can see those rankings side by side. Let's quickly get rid of the RLSs that aren't useful to us. Those are ones that scored a 1 or a 2 on either of the rankings. You don't want an RLS that you're not interested in, and you don't want an RLS that has limited ToK potential. So we're looking for anything that is ranked 3, 4, and 5. Next step, to kick out the ones that aren't so useful. If anything is scored 5 on one of the ranking, but also 3 on another, you probably don't want it. For example, you might be a really avid gamer and there might be an RLS that is focused on the development of a new game. You were deeply interested in it, so you ranked it 5 on interest. But when you were trying to take it apart in terms of ToK, its potential seemed to be rather bland and in the middle. There wasn't too much to say about it. In that case, you will want to avoid this because you will probably get sucked into researching the situation and forget to do anything related to ToK. That can easily be flipped around. Let's say you're not an avid gamer, but you see a lot of potential in this gaming RLS in terms of ToK, but you're just not interested. So we flipped the 5 and the 3. You don't want to choose that either. You want to be interested in the RLS and you want to see potential in it. So if you have any RLSs that ranked 5 and 5, 5 for interest, 5 for ToK potential, that's great. 4 and 5, 4 and 4, that's great. 3 and 3, you're probably getting into this land of mediocre interest. And the thing about ToK presentations is they are incredibly difficult. Think of them as Olympic gymnastics for the brain. And if you are not interested in the situation you're taking apart, and if you don't see the ToK potential in it, you are not going to want to put the training and effort in that is necessary to be able to succeed at the ToK presentation. So you were looking for RLSs that ranked 5-5, 5-4, or 4-4. If you don't have any of those, I would reflect on your 3s and ask yourself why you had those feelings and see if there isn't something that you could actually eke out of it if you talked about it a bit more. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is just go and look at those rankings, have those conversations with your group mates or with your friends if you're working independently, and make a decision before we move on to the next step, which is the final trials, where you will extract knowledge questions, test them for claims, and figure out which of these RLSs is the best as your central RLS for your ToK presentation.